fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is gone. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Like 20. 50, 50. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get it. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Goff on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Henderson going to run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 3, check 4.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Mine's 50. Come on, D.
On 2nd and 9, Goff going up top for Kupp. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They run with Breida. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
This is Breida. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Goff.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Black 20. Hey, shell. Switch. Maverick. Switch.
On first down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now you won. 4 down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Gold is able to put it through. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Then this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, gone. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now it's Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
That's the score. Niners 27, Rams nothing. Robbie Gould set to...
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And it's third down.
Cut. 180.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Going up top for Cup. And got his man complete. Might want to remember that third down play. 37 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
Bandit.
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
14.
Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here's Breida. That one goes for 8 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Stop your whining. Shift! Watch the shift! Check 52.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
That's the end of the third quarter.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Hey, Charlie.
Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield.
There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gould for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, is actually frustration, not a good play.
This will be taken very short.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. obviously. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, 82 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a give to Breida. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. On the handoff, this is Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Check 50, check 50. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now a give running left is Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, second down. They run again with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Rams have got it back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They'll run with Henderson. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run here with Henderson at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They come up in an offset eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And that's complete to Cooks. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert 3. Check 20.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the boat is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangsta and hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready and 10, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back.
shake 'em, I can shake 'em. I invite 'em to